Favorite color?
You.
Uh.
You like blue? Blue, white.
Right? You're making this up.
Maybe you like blue. You like blue. You're wearing white now. You like white. You like blue. You like white, and then you like. I mean, the sky blue. and then.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Abisola for those of you that are new here, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back. And as you can see, I have a guest in the house, and I'll just let him introduce himself.
Hello everybody, my name is Shegun Fasomi, but you can just refer to me as Shegun Fash if you want to. Nothing else. As we go on, you will get to know more about me.
Yeah, definitely. So in this video, we're going to be doing a husband tag. And if you want to know more, get to know us a bit more, just definitely keep watching. So we're going to be answering some questions. We have it here on the phone, and you will ask me some and I'll answer. You ask and then I'll ask, just like that. We'll go back and forth between the questions, and I think we'll both be giving our answers, because obviously our perspectives will be different on how the things are. So you would answer and then I'll answer as well. So yeah, definitely keep watching. So the first question, do you want to read it?
You ask me the first question.
Okay.
I'm on the hot seat now.
I know, right? So the first question says, how and where did we meet?
That's a very tough question. We used to be classmates in the University of Sunderland, but I would not say that's where we actually met. So we attend classes together, we met in the class, but we, apart from we don't really talk much, or we didn't talk much then. But I would say I met you, or I met her in the church. It was in the church, was the place where I come to actually let's say notice her. Yeah, the church was the place where when we got talking. Then I started knowing more about her. So I would say we met in the church, really.
Okay. So for me, obviously we met in school. You cannot say that it doesn't count because we met. I mean, we're not friends.
School was like, go to the class, after the lecture you go home.
Nothing else. Like, we didn't have anything.
There's no interaction whatsoever.
Yeah. So while we were in uni, we're in the same set. Even funny enough, it was the class rep, and I was the assistant class rep. But we just did not. I don't know, for some reason we just did not really have a rapport. Whose fault is it?
I don't know.
So we didn't really have a rapport then, but that's still how we met. It still counts as how we met, but we started getting to know each other more later, after after we started connecting from church and all of that. So the next question, do you want to read it, or are you still okay with me reading it?
Yeah, you can actually read it.
Okay, so the next question is, what was your first impression of each other?
Do you want to go first, or do you want to go first?
I can go first for this one. Okay, so for my first impression of you, I was just like, oh yeah, it's all right. Like, there was nothing, because I mean, we met in school then. Like, we're not really talking.
Just all right.
Like, I just thought like, yeah, like there was nothing special, I will not lie.
Okay.
But obviously, as I got to know him and when I started getting to know him, I realized, what an amazing human being he is, and what a dedicated and loving, and oh my god, like
okay.
simply amazing person he is. He's just awesome. He's that person that would always go extra mile for other people and everything, and I really, really love that about him. And yeah, so I guess when I started to know him, I started to appreciate him for his great qualities and all of those things. Yeah. What was your first impression of me?
Right. To be honest, there's a saying that says, never judge a book by its cover.
So you judged me.
Never judge a book by its cover. Like I said, I don't really know much about you, but from a distance, I would not say I had a very good. I was just like, okay, she's just somebody, my classmate, and that's it. That's it. But when I started, that's why I said we didn't meet in school. So when we started,
didn't meet in school. It does count.
I know, but we didn't meet. Like, I don't know what.
I know what you mean.
Anyway.
Like, our souls did not touch each other's souls.
Anyway, what's the question again?
What was your impression?
Yeah, so my impression about you really is what I really like about you is first, number one is self-awareness. You know, there are a lot of people who just live life without any form of self-awareness, no form of self-realization, stepping out of yourself and looking and really understanding life.
Thank you. That was nice.
Aww.
So, how and where was your first date?
First, we went to a buffet. I think that was our first date.
That was actually our first date.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that was our first date. How was it though? That was when we had our first date.
Yeah, it was nice.
I feel like it was nerve-wracking. Like we were friends, so we had been friends for a few months and all of that. We had been talking, and then like there was just this transition moment where our relationship changed from friendship to romantic love.
So I don't do romance. The spiritual love, you like to say.
Spiritual love, God.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think for me it was actually I was just not sure like what was going on. I didn't know how to behave. How was this for you? What do you think? How was this for you?
If somebody had told me like a year or 6 months before that time that I'll be in this situation, I would say never.
So you were surprised?
Never ever.
Yeah.
I was surprised, and then most importantly, it was not something that was will I say planned?
Yeah.
It was something that was planned.
Yeah.
It was basically designed by God and ushered by God.
Yeah.
And God was the director of everything.
Yeah.
So.
And then when it happened, we just realized that wow, God has been doing something in our midst for such a long time. Yeah. So it was a new experience for me, and I was just trying to figure out how to behave, how to relate, in the dynamics of the relationship that changed.
Yeah, you know, as a man, you just
go with
we have learned to show a bit of composure, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just guy park well now.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I get what you mean. Like you were just forming for me. Basically.
No, not forming, but
I
was cool, calm, and collected.
Right. Me, I was not really cool, calm, and collected. When and why did you fall in love with me? Ooh.
Okay, I will go first. Right. That question needs to be rephrased because I did not fall in love with you.
Okay.
So I didn't fall in love with you. So, I don't know. It's a very long story.
It's actually a long story. We should do a story time about we met and that we fell in love.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why I said in my previous comment or my previous answer was that God was the director of everything.
Yeah.
It's not like I just saw this lady somewhere. I just like okay, let me just go and approach her. No.
Yeah.
It was not like that.
Yeah.
So where it started was we started doing things together in church. Started doing things together in church, and then outside of church, we connected on a deeper level. Not when I say deeper level, not right, romantic level now. So like I said earlier, that we started doing things together in church. I started noticing this thing is not ordinary. The level of connection is moving from just saying you are just somebody outside of my life to the connection was getting deeper.
Yeah.
So it got to a point I had to actually go to God in prayer that no, this is not normal. It's not normal. I don't want stuff like this. But the more I try to work against it, the more I try to build up boundaries, the more or the stronger it gets. The stronger it gets. So I had to really sit down and evaluate and then pray about it, and then so that's how it started for me. So it was not something like I was looking for something that did not. It's not like I was looking for something or I planned I planned it. That's why I said God was the director of everything.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, the moment where I realized that, like, okay, so obviously we have been friends, and I think the moment I realized that it was more than friendship for me was when, you know, when we were talking that day in Clanny House, and we were talking.
No, before that day. You need to say before that day when you sent me that very long text.
Okay, so I sent a text message saying that, guy, what's up? I think we need to like distance ourselves from one another because I feel like this friendship is getting too intense, right?
She
What? Nothing.
You don't know that when what God is doing, no man can stop it.
Right. So, but my thing was that I just felt like as if our friendship had gotten to a position where, like, it shouldn't be that close to a male, like the person of the opposite sex with that much. You shouldn't have that much intimacy with someone that you consider.
So
just
you need to clarify. Where
okay, I wasn't talking. I'm not talking about like sex or romantic intimacy. I was talking about like spiritually, solically.
Okay.
Like seriously, on a level that it was just beyond anything. It was beyond physical. It was beyond that. It was, you know, when we talk about God, when we talk about understanding our position, who we are, what God has called us to be, you know. We're talking about, when we talk about our friendship, our desires, like our past, where we had been. I think that was, which brings me to the moment where we were talking in the so after we had sorted out the issue, when we were talking out in the lounge that day, and you know, it was just sharing some things with me and I shared some things with him, and like, you know, I'd never been so vulnerable with someone like that before. To be so vulnerable with them, with a part of my life that I didn't really let anyone into. So it was just to show that like there was so much security, so much comfort in our friendship that it just naturally transitioned into that. So it wasn't like I had all these goosebumps, although the goosebumps were there, but like, you know, it wasn't about that really. It was more about a connection that was really deeper than anything that I could really lay my hands on to say, oh yeah, this was the one thing. There was just an accumulation of everything, you know. Someone that was passionate, that is passionate about God, sincerely seeking God with all his life, with every aspect of his life, you know, that wasn't compromising on any aspect of his life for anything. And I really admired that. And then it just transitioned into someone that actually still genuinely cared, that showed interest, that showed love, that showed commitment. And yeah, it just, as I said, it naturally transitioned into like the fall in love thing that they're talking about. So yeah, that was a long one. Okay, how long have we been together? Relationship and marriage. So we started courting in 2017. Are you? I should have put you on the spot to ask you that actually.
Yeah, it's nearly 3 years now.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 years now.
Yeah. So yeah, we started courting 2017.
Nearly 3 years actually. No, nearly 2.
Marriage has been about.
Nearly, it will be 2 years on the 4th of August.
Yeah. So the next question is, how do you resolve problems?
That's really a tough one. You know, say, I know this is a marriage or husband tag, but marriage is not outside of life. Marriage is part of life, and for us as people, our way of resolving issues is not necessarily. We don't have a book to say 20 ways on how to resolve marital problem. No.
Yeah.
Well, the Bible says that as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are sons of God.
Yeah.
So there's no one way to resolving issues. However, so for every situation, like I said, it's different. But what I have noticed is that it is better when the misunderstanding is happening, as a man to be strong and not just talk, because sometimes when we are upset or we are not happy about something, and when we talk at that moment, we don't give time, and we don't give time to process stuff. We say what we are not meant to say, even though we are saying the right thing, but the way we say it matters. So it's better for us to let it cool down, then I can now call you that. Actually, what you did that the other time is not. I'm not speaking Yoruba. Why you did the other time? Because when I'm trying to actually address an issue, I like to speak Yoruba, so that it makes more meaning.
I mean, that's my own English.
it makes more meaning. So as I was saying, so I call you and then we talk about it. Really, yeah.
For me, conflict resolution. I used to just hate conflict. I used to just wish I could like run away from them. So I think eventually I had to come to the fact that you cannot forever run away from like difficult situations or arguments or things like that. So when it comes to like when things don't go the way I want them to go now, I think I used to be worse when I used to be like really bad when we had fights before, but like now I think I'm getting better. So for me, conflict resolution now just is like, you know, when something goes in a way that I don't like, I try to just put myself in the person's shoes to say, okay, if I was the one in that situation and someone talked to me like that, or like I just try to make excuses for him because I know that he's a genuine person. He loves me, cares about me. Like he's not out to make me look. He's not out to hurt me. So I think that's the mindset I try to have nowadays, to say that okay, he's not my enemy. There's probably just another situation that we need to face and tackle together. Maybe, you know, maybe someone is hurt, maybe someone is angry, maybe someone is scared, maybe someone, you know, something like that. So I go from, you know, just saying that, okay, I know this person loves me, I know this person cares about me. This is when I'm in my best self. On some days, I just, you know. But yeah, so I just try to put myself, and then I let it go for a few minutes. We still carry on talking, doing other things, not necessarily confronting it immediately. And then just when the Holy Spirit starts to minister to me and start showing me my part in it and everything like that, we don't have a I might start the conversation, you might start the conversation anyhow, and then we start to talk about it, and then by God's grace we pray, and then, you know, it kind of just resolves. We're able to identify what exactly is the issue instead of attacking one another. Yeah, I think that's how that's like my own process, that how I see it.
Before we move on to the next question, I want to point out that it is also important, or one of the things that we do is that you don't let matters slide.
Yeah.
Like, okay, right, okay. We try to address no matter how quote unquote stupid or small the issue might be. So we try to address it because we know that it's those little matters that pile up and become something big.
That makes one.
So it is important for us to identify the root and the cause so we can deal with it.
Yeah, that's so true. Very important. So what key elements make a successful relationship and marriage? Oof, wow. All these deep questions. What do you think? What key elements make a successful relationship and marriage?
For me, the first one, I know this is literally the answer to every question, especially for Christians, and they say, okay, but it's God.
Yeah.
That's the first one and the most important one.
Yeah.
It is God. Because really, what I've come to learn is that two people, different lifestyle growing up, different background. Yeah. There needs to be a meeting point.
Yeah.
So and they you know when it comes to God does not there's no would I say partiality of culture. Say this culture is, you know,
better.
There is no culture. Our culture is neutralized.
Yeah.
Or get the meeting point in God.
Yeah.
So the only culture is love.
Yeah.
The only culture in God is love.
My God,
so we can meet in that.
Yeah.
And
that's so true. Very important. I think that's actually one of the things that really attracted us to one another. You know, our passion for God, and, you know, wanting to lay aside what we've heard from society, from our parents, from the world, from culture and everything, to lay it aside and to now come together to build something out of this life that God has given unto us in Christ Jesus. Yeah, that's very important. Anything else? Yeah, I think I can chip in here that my own second thing would be friendship. I think our friendship, you know, we had this very great rapport at the beginning of our relationship, although obviously when it comes to marriage we did fight, you know, we had struggles and all of that, but, you know, the fact that we were friends, I think it's kind of gave us an opportunity to still say there's something here. We care about each other, we value each other, we value each other's opinion, we value each other's feelings. So I think that's a very important thing, because and then sincerely, I think Shego is really goofy. It makes me laugh. Like, oh my god, like, no, I'm not even joking. Like, I really appreciate it. I know that I always act like, kilo day, what's all these things now? It's not even funny, but I laugh. Like, we really laugh. Like, we enjoy each other, we enjoy talking to each other, we have these banters with each other. Like, it just goes on and on. Like, you know, we keep, I think that's very important, that we enjoy each other's company. It's not someone that I can't wait to leave, or that kind of like, oh, I want to quickly go and do something else somewhere else. Like, we really enjoy each other's company. We really enjoy hearing each other talk, or laughing at each other, laughing with each other, laughing, you know, just that kind of nice rapport that we have going on. I feel like those are very important elements. So God, obviously, friendship and laughter, those are the key elements. Because I think me, at some point, I thought that we are Christians, I want to get married, you know, everything just be yugba as I say. But you know, it is something that it takes work, it takes submission to God, it takes serious, oh my god, it takes dying to your flesh, literally. Not to make this video too long, I feel like, sincerely, it takes dying to your flesh daily, because we are naturally selfish. We think of each other first. We think of my own needs. How can I be the only one doing this? How can I, you know, those kind of things. So it takes a lot of saying that. Thank you. It takes a lot of saying that, like, I'm going to lay aside my own personal needs. Or it's not like you're laying aside, like, you're going to stop being so focused on yourself and say, okay, how can we come together to love each other, to care for each other, to support each other's dreams, to validate one another, things like that. So yeah, it takes a lot of dying to yourself, you know. Let me just quickly look for chill out, relaxing, because this is really intense. So places you want to travel to.
Me, I'm not really a travel person.
I don't like traveling either. Like,
I'm not, when I say I'm not a travel person, it's not like I don't like to travel. But I don't have a place in mind. Anywhere that is nice, we do.
Me, you know, the funny thing is that I actually have nice places that I want to go to, but the problem is just that if you could bypass the traveling part of it, maybe like going on flights. I really don't like flying, and like doing no. But places I would like to go, oh, definitely Hawaii. I said Hawaii, Hawaii, Bali. I'd like to go. I don't know. I'm not really into Paris. I feel like Paris keeps coming to my head, but like, I'm not really into Paris. It's just because it has been ingrained in your head so much that that's a romantic place, blah blah blah. But no, I'm not really keen on it. I like beaches basically. Yeah, those kind of places. Who was the first to say I love you?
Can't remember.
You can't remember? What can't you remember?
If you can remember, just tell us.
You said this first now.
Right.
You said this first. But I reciprocated when you said it.
Okay.
Obviously, you said it first. So, okay. I'm trying to look for like the chew that. What's my favorite color?
Me? I don't have a favorite color.
No, I'm asking you. What's my own favorite color?
You. You like blue? Blue, white.
Right? You're making this up.
Maybe you like blue. You like blue. You're wearing white now. You like white. You like blue. You like white. And then you like, I mean, the sky blue. and then no, this is not, let's move to the next question, please.
I think my favorite color at the moment are like black and white, because I don't know. Yeah, so you're kind of partially right, but you were guessing.
But you used to you used to like blue. I know you used to like, well, except that's changed. You used to like blue.
Yeah,
that's what you told me before.
Okay.
So don't yeah.
Yeah. So what is your final note? Because I feel like this has been a really long video. So what's like your final note?
It's God first. Communication.
Yeah.
Second.
Oh yeah.
And third, commitment to each other.
Yeah.
Because I believe that with these three things, and then working together as a team. Anyway, commitment to each other and communication shows that you guys are a team. But and another thing I want to say is that for every marriage, every relationship is different.
Yeah.
And we need to learn that you cannot run away from misunderstanding or conflict.
Oh, definitely.
So have that at the back of your mind. So when it happens, you're not shocked. Yeah. So without taking too much time, that's just it briefly.
Yeah. For my own final note, I'll just like to say, give each other room to evolve. Give each other, don't be so stuck on what you know about the person that you don't allow the person to grow, because we all evolve. That's the most important thing. I'm not the same person I was last year. I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I mean, if I was the same person, that would literally mean that I'm not growing in my work with God. I'm not growing in anything, basically. So give each other room to grow, allow each other to find new ways, new expressions of self and of God in them. That way you would always be on each other's team. You're not fighting the growth that the person is experiencing, or you're not out of sync with one another. So it just kind of keeps you guys, that way you grow together. You are each other's friends. You both know what's going on in each other's lives. That when you are supportive of the person's growth and the person's journey, you are able to be the yin to the person's yang. So just be committed to each other, as I said. Keep God first and all of those things, and obviously let each other grow. Embrace the growth that will come, especially, I don't know, if for young people, even for anybody of any age, there's only so much of yourself that you discovered before you got married. There's still part of yourself you discover in the relationship. So allow each other grow. And with that, I think we have come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below. Let's show some love to Mr. Fash. Let him feel the love on here. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate you for watching it. And yeah, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I love you so much. Bye. Stay blessed. Say bye to the people. Bye.